Good morning, traders. This is a binary options trading recap. I took 3 trades this morning and one of them failed, 2 of them won, so I'm coming away with a 67% win rate, which is profitable. I'd also like to say I understand that binary options are extremely controversial and I myself am skeptical. That's why I only put $100 into this account and I'm testing it out for myself, not taking anyone else's word for it that it's a scam or a fraud or whatever. I want to see for myself. I've seen enough evidence for really both arguments, but it seems that the people that are arguing that it's a scam, if you read more into what they've done, they've broken the user end agreement, therefore they're getting locked out of their accounts. So I need to find out for myself. I read the user end agreement. I understand what the rules are. I'm going to follow the rules. And so far I have had no issues whatsoever. And I'll just keep doing it until either there's a problem or I can't make any money from it. So I'm 15 trades into it right now. So far I'm profitable and I want to take it to at least 100 trades before I increase my trade amount. So let's take a look at the trades I took this morning. I'm trading a very specific strategy that's based on my own trading plan and a entry strategy, an entry trigger that it comes from another YouTuber, Katie's Tutorials, and I have no affiliation with her. I have no affiliation with Pocket Options, and she is one of those YouTubers that, okay, you can turn X amount of dollars into some huge sum in one day. But again, I dug deep into her videos, and if you go back further, you can find out, that she started trading options, binary options, like 4 years ago. She has videos from a long time ago. And when I watch those videos, I see that, it's someone who is nervous about what they're doing, so getting into the trade. And when she wins the trade, there's a sigh of relief. And it just seems, it adds to the legitimacy of what she is doing. It doesn't guarantee, of course, that what she's doing is legit. Maybe she works for some of these brokers. I don't know. But that's what I'm trying to find out myself with my own money. So let's take a look here. The first trade, it took a long time for me to find a trade. Where was the first trade? Right here. Okay, looks like it's on the Canadian, I guess Canadian dollar and Swiss franc, I guess. So anyway, let's look at the trigger. Back it up a little bit. So you can see this really nice, fairly nice downtrend. I like to see the zigzag indicator underneath the candlesticks before I place an entry in order to bet that the price is going to go up. And then I'm also looking for the candlesticks to either break below or touch the bottom of that Keltner channel. If they're inside the channel, I will not take the trade. And then the other thing I need to see happen is I need to see this blue line of the stochastic oscillator break over this yellow line. If all 3 of those conditions are met and the price action is fairly clean, is kind of trending and not just chopping around, then I can take a trade, and that's what I did here. So we'll look at the entry. Now, my strategy is as soon as I place a trade, so I start looking for other trade opportunities. I'm trying to get 3 trades in each morning. But after I've traded for 5 trading days now doing this, and what I'm noticing is that, which is pretty obvious, if you win one trade, especially the first trade, then if you say lose the next trade and win the 3rd trade, then you're going to have a lower P&L for the day than if you just took that first trade. So what I'm going to do is if I only place 1 trade and the trade wins before I place a 2nd trade, then I'm going to stop trading for the day. And I don't even know if that's what happened here. I think I did place the 2nd trade before the first trade ended. We'll see. Let me fast forward. Nope. So the first trade ended. So I didn't have that rule in place this morning, but the first trade ended and the account was up to 157.23. And if I would have stopped trading there, then I would have had a higher P&L for the day. So it doesn't matter that 2 out of my 3 trades win because of the way the risk management works or the way the risk to reward works with binary options. It would make more sense to stop after 1 trade if the first trade worked. All right, so here's the 2nd trade. Again, this one looks good. I like the setup. I'm not sorry that I took this trade. at least as far as the setup is concerned. It's basically the opposite of the previous one. You're seeing the zigzag indicator on the top of the candlesticks. The candlesticks are breaking through the top line of the Keltner channel. The stochastic oscillator, the blue line, is breaking down below that green line, so it's exactly the same trade in reverse. So it makes sense to place a bet that the price is going to go down. Let's fast forward. I'm again probably going to be looking for other stuff, but yeah, you can see what happened. Actually, I guess I had it up when it ended, and that trade failed. That was a loser. So then there was one more trade. So at that point, you know, if your plan is to take 3 trades, then you really kind of need to take the other trade. Otherwise, you're not going to be profitable for the day. Of course, if the 3rd trade fails, you're going to increase your loss. So you have to understand that as well. So here is my next setup. Actually, it was on the same exact currency pair. So when that first trade failed, and it just seemed like, well, this thing has got to go down because all of those indicators are met to take the trade in the downside, on the downside. So it appears that I just got in early and during an oscillation period. So I just took the next entry. You could see that as soon as my bet was placed, watch the stochastic indicator down here. We already know all the other criteria met. There it goes, and there I place my bet for the price to go down. And let's fast forward. I don't really care about watching these trades afterwards. It's all about the entry signal for me. And if the trade works, then the entry signal works, and that's all I need to know. But since that was my last trade, I just left it up. So that's it. So I took those 3 trades this morning, and this one is going to win. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I guess it already ended. Where was the usually I get a little notification here. Okay, well, I didn't get a notification, but the trade one you could see right here. Here's our loser in the middle. That was our first trade, 2nd trade, 3rd trade. And let's take a look at the spreadsheet. So here is today. So again, if I would have stopped after the first trade I made 85 cents. I'm only trading with $1 right now because I'm testing this out. The first trade made 85 cents, and I took 3 trades and won 2 out of 3 and came away with 58 cents. So that's what I mean by stopping after the first trade if you haven't placed another trade. You could see the 2nd trade, I lost $1. So that means that there's no way you're going to get back to where you were after the first trade on the 3rd trade. So anyway, hopefully that makes sense. I guess I could apply the same thing like here on the first trading day where I won the first 2 trades. If those 2 trades ended before the 3rd trade was placed, then that would also be a good time to stop. So those are some things to add to the plan. And if you have any questions about binary options or my plan or spreadsheet or anything like that, just let me know. I have the plan right here. It's available on my Patreon, which is patreon.com/tradingarmor. So anyway, whether you're doing binary options trading or regular options trading or trading stocks or investing or whatever, make sure that no matter what, you have a plan and you follow your plan. You don't listen to what other people say. And then you always take your stop losses, or if you have a max number of trades you take, you stop trading after that. Honor your profit targets. That doesn't apply so much here. In the long run, you should be green. Take care.